Crowley.
Aziraphale.
Thank you for coming again. It means a lot to me, as you know. I'm sure it means a lot to you, too.
Well, we've been meeting for hundreds of years, so that's pretty obvious. I think you can draw your own conclusions from that.
Really? Well, this time I may have brought you a gift.
Oh, a gift. It's not fire from the gods, is it? Like last time?
No, it's not a Prometheus situation.
Shame, that was very funny. Remember that?
That was rather fun, wasn't it? No, someone visited my bookshop the other day, and they, although a little unusual and very handsy with my books, helped me find something that I had completely forgotten that I had.
What was that?
Yes. Well, you remember King Solomon?
Wasn't he the one with all the wives?
Yes, the one with all the wives.
Yeah, I remember him.
Let's not dwell on that. Well, he had a wand, and I wondered if you still had your eyes on it.
Very much still got both my eyes on that. Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
You're not telling me you've got it, have you?
Here it is.
What?
See?
Wow.
Just the way you remember it.
It is exactly how I remember it.
He used it to cast that
spell.
awful, awful spell that
Nothing to do with me.
sealed his fate. But I know what a big fan of sticking it to fate you are, so I thought that you might quite like it, but you don't have to have it.
Oh, no, I want it. No, I would love it. It's a fantastic gift. Very symbolic. Very
Really?
thoughtful.
Well,
Thank you,
that would make me
Aziraphale.
most happy. And I don't suppose that you've thought any more about what we spoke about last week.
Ah, yes. I actually had my guys check that out, and it looks like it's a really
Really?
nice place.
The
Yeah.
one on Shaftesbury Avenue?
The one on Shaftesbury Avenue.
Crowley, your dog. You had me worried. I didn't think that you'd want to go.
Of course I'd want to go.
We don't have to hold hands, Crowley. Good grief. It's just... It's important to me that we don't hide who we are. You know? Well, because, Crowley, if we like one another, as we do, even though we're so different, we should
Because we are
express
different.
how we feel about one another, don't you think?
Yeah, why don't we just throw an angel demon birthday theme party or something like that?
I hardly think that's appropriate, but I thought more from the perspective of if we are comfortable together as who we are, it will help other people who are maybe worried about being different, or perhaps worried that people won't accept them.
And helping these worried people, what's in it for me there, if I help them out?
Well, I know that you're not exactly the biggest fan of helping people, so I thought about that too. In a way, it would sort of be sticking it to my old boss.
Now that is true. That is something I could get behind.
Helping people to feel comfortable in the skin that they're in, just like we've helped one another feel a little bit more comfortable in this skin that we are in, means that you will undoubtedly make very, very important bigots upset.
I like this idea, Aziraphale.
I knew that. So, if we go public and go to this restaurant in Shaftesbury Avenue, Not only will we be fulfilling my desire to help people, but we will be fulfilling your desire to, what's the best way to put it, utterly fuck them off.
Ooh, language, Aziraphale. Yes, I do like that. The idea of that.
You're right. I think this could be the culmination of a beautiful friendship.
The what-mination?
Culmination.
Culmination, huh? Culmination. Fancy words.
Give me a call.
I think you're right.
Let me know what time you think works for you. And
I'll give you a call.
I will see you at the restaurant.
I'll see you at the restaurant, Aziraphale. Look, I've told you 1,000 times now. Are you blue in the face? Because I think I'm going blue in the face with how many times I've told you here. It is set in stone. There is no way to change it now. There was no way to change it 20 years ago. It's been like this for almost 50 years, okay? I'm just repeating myself. No new information is being exchanged by either party at this point. Look, I've got to go. There's somebody at the door. And you're also extremely boring. And you completely waste my time. Please, never call me again. Come on in. Come on in, take a seat. Sit down. Right. So, who are you? Why are you here? Oh, he did he? I did? He said what? Huh. Well, he's not wrong there. Show me it. I wonder why he would send you around here, though. I mean, there's nothing really interesting I can give you. I mean, is that... You're here for the interview, aren't you? Well, you must be. You keep blathering on about this book. What about the Black Death? He's not wrong. I was knocking around back then. Not a big fan of hand washing. They were. Caused a lot of issues. If I'm honest, it made my life a lot more difficult. Well, because when someone's dead, or when they're dying, there's not really much to tempt them with. It's quite difficult. It's not impossible, but it's pretty difficult. Whereas now, a lot much easier to tempt people when there are already so many things going on. Yes, harder times when things were simpler. Definitely. I actually knew I wanted to name drop, but I knew the guy whose idea it was. I met him, in fact. Well, I say met. I more went in an elevator with him. But I did talk to him. It might surprise you to know that he's actually very, very unpleasant in real life. Just as you would imagine, I guess, actually, come to think of it. I can't remember his name. Began with a P, I think. Yes, he and his friends had a rather remarkable barbershop quartet. But yeah, I met the fellow. Anyway, that reminds me on about something. Would you like a drink? Anything I can tempt you with? I'm going to have one anyway, so... Okay, I've got gin. I've got all the usual cocktail stuff. We've got whiskey. Mead? You want a mead? No, we don't have anything non-alcoholic, I'm afraid. What's a mixer? Look, I'll just get you a mead, okay? Not very popular anymore. It's one of the things that the few things about fashion that I didn't like. Yeah. No, but you don't want to know what animal this came from, because it didn't really come from an animal. Actually, did he, while you were in there, did he show you that Libris book that he has? I can't remember the name of the thing now. You know, the one where if you touch it, it completely destroys your soul. I love that book. I've never read it, but that book gave me one of my best ideas. Oh, yeah, I can. Let me show it to you. Yeah, I'll go get it for you. Here it is. One of my finest accomplishments. Either this or the M25. Not sure which I like better. They both took a lot of work. This one, maybe a bit less work. Cabinet reshuffle. Sackload of cash. And subliminal messages to the right publishing houses. Bribing one or two journalists and pundits as well. But yes. Have you heard of this fella? Jeffrey Archer. That was me. He's got almost 100 books now. Tens of millions of copies. I mean, look at this here. Also by the author. It's even available in audio. Just think these are audiobooks now. Millions of copies throughout the world. Oh, there's one of mine. Mail on Sunday. Monumentally gripping. A compulsive epic. They love this downstairs. Millions of copies. Would you like one? I've got about 6,000 signed ones at the back there. Suit yourself. Up to you. Anyway, let's get to the crunch, shall we? Because ultimately, the world's ending anyway. So we may as well be quick about it. I need an assistant. I assumed that's why you'd come through. I'd had a few clients come through. Didn't work out, if I'm honest. So, hopefully you can pass a bit of a higher quality than those unfortunate previous candidates. Well, the usual stuff. You know, like watering plants. Actually, that reminds me. Watering plants. What else? 2 seconds. Is that a spot? Is it? Now you know what I've told you all about leaf spots. I will not stand for them. You know what you've done? You've disappointed me. Oh dear. Oh dear. Everyone, say goodbye to your friend. He just couldn't cut it. Oh, this is gonna hurt you so much more than it's gonna hurt me. And you guys, grow better. Sorry about that. Sorry you had to witness that. That's the sort of thing you're going to have to be dealing with, I'm afraid. Makes it sort of tricky. Oh, you know, as I say, the usual stuff. Apart from plant watering, we've got taking calls, managing diaries, vanquishing enemies, dry cleaning, that sort of thing. Well, usually that's not how I mean, if you want to do it that way, I guess we could do an interview. How old are you? What do you mean I can't ask that? What era are you from, at least? Do you have an education? Can you read? That should cover it. I don't know, what else do people ask in this? Do you have any other jobs? Have you had any other jobs? And what did you do there? Very interesting indeed. What's your greatest vice? Not advice, vice. What is your greatest vice? Sin. It's obviously not drinking. I see. Well, would you stab somebody in the back if it meant you could improve your career? Why not? I don't know that then. Where's mine? Okay, well, I guess one last question. 100 interview point question, this one. The others were one pointers, so I guess this makes all the others pointless, but who's your favourite Harry Potter character? And please, please don't say Harry Potter. Done. That'll do me. You're hired. You start, what day is today? See, there's extra point straight away for even knowing that. You start tomorrow. Can you be back here tomorrow at, say, midday? Something like that? Actually, no, I do have something for you. Come to think of it, you can start tonight, if you want. I need somebody to go vet a restaurant for me. It's in Shaftesbury Avenue. There's a card there near the door. Just under the drawer, there's a couple of £100. I imagine that should cover it. Can't be that pricey. Yeah, if you could go there, maybe order the steak tartare, and let me know what it's like. See if it's any good. No, just text me back and just say, 5 stars, 4 stars, whatever the star which happens to be. And, yeah, that'll do. Okay, well, off you go then. door on your way out? Some people. One night stand. Genius. Just genius.